Welcome to BASF Metals Recycling. By now you will have signed in reception and your site contact notified. This is a secure site, controlled by recorded camera surveillance. Please be aware that when entering site you may be the subject of a search at any time. This procedure is standard for visitors and contractors as well as BASF employees. Mobile phones, cameras and other recording equipment not belonging to BASF are not allowed in the production area or the rear yard. Phones may be securely left in the lockers provided. In special circumstances, exceptions to this rule can be granted by your site contact and recorded in the logbook in reception. Now, let's take a look at what happens here. If you're planning on entering our production area during your visit to site, certain items of PPE are going to be essential. If you don't have suitable personal protective equipment, then it can be provided for you by your site contact. Visitors are required to wear high visibility clothing at all times whilst in the production area and the yard beyond the barrier. Remember to keep the front fastened up for all-round visibility. Take a look at what difference that makes. There's a lot of heavy equipment in the production area, so safety footwear must always be worn. Eye protection like this is essential too. Exposure to very high levels of noise can cause permanent hearing loss or tinnitus. For that reason, we provide you with hearing protection from these dispensers. So, if you find yourself in an environment like this, make sure you're protected by using the right personal protective equipment. It looks like a safe environment, doesn't it? But that's only because we make it safe. Take Paul. He's been with us for 10 years. He's not had an accident, and we want to keep it that way. He's got a family to support. And Mark, he's about to become a dad. These guys, like everyone here at BASF Cinderford, understand the importance of planning ahead and preventing hazardous situations from becoming accidents. Take, for example, this window ledge. Anything placed here could fall inwards or outwards, potentially damaging people or property below. And that's why we keep ledges clear. Here at BASF Cinderford, we strive to create safe environments in all that we do. Because the reality is, this site has the potential to be hazardous if not managed correctly. This is a working environment, and as such, there are a number of hazards which can cause us ill health. For example, excessive levels of noise, forklift trucks and other vehicular movements, respirable dust, pressure systems including hydraulic and compressed air, electricity at up to 11,000 volts, moving machinery, and plasma cutting. All of these hazards have the potential to cause either serious or fatal injuries. Please take care in all areas of the site. Always enter and leave your work area by the route shown to you by your site contact. Never enter the production area beyond the barrier without permission from the area supervisor, and remember to keep a constant lookout for site traffic. Please make a point to familiarise yourself with the location of fire extinguishers and fire exits. The site alarm is a continuous two-tone siren and sounds like this. If you hear this sound, you should make your work area safe and immediately leave the building by the nearest fire exit. Fire marshals will help you in the event of a building evacuation. Make your way immediately to the assembly point located in the car park where a roll call will be performed. Please be aware, the fire alarm is tested every Monday morning. In the event of an emergency, don't run to the assembly point. Don't re-enter buildings until instructed by the fire marshals. Don't stop for personal belongings. Don't search for colleagues and follow the fire marshal's instructions. In the event of discovering a fire, activate the alarm straight away. For all other emergencies, including accidents and spillages, medical, security or environmental concerns, call the reception from any internal phone by lifting the handset and dialing 222.
Good morning, security. How may I help you?
For your safety, do not touch any substances unnecessarily. While they may look harmless, they may be contaminated. So, eating and drinking is restricted to the canteen. Please obtain permission from your site contact or the area supervisor before using the facilities, and be aware alcohol and non-prescribed drugs are forbidden from the site at all times. Smoking, including electronic cigarettes, is only permitted on site in the designated area. If you are a smoker, please ask your site contact to show you its location and the access routes. If you are a contractor, you will need an authorisation to work prior to arrival. When you arrive on site, a permit to work will be issued to you, and this will identify the scope of work and the control measures required. If there are any safety or environmental incidents, they should be reported via 222 as soon as possible. When your work is complete, it is important to clean up your work area, remove and dispose of all waste responsibly, and remember to confirm completion by signing off the work permit with the issuer, as this is an essential part of our procurement process. At BASF Metals Recycling Limited, we are striving for zero to landfill. Please always use the appropriate bins provided. Never use the drains to dispose of anything. Our site is controlled by visual standards, and these will indicate how every area should be left. The removal and disposal of any waste generated must be discussed and agreed with your site contact. If hazardous materials are involved with your work, these details will be recorded on the work permit, along with the required control measures. At BASF Metals Recycling Limited, we are proud to be an ISO 9001 and ISO 14001 certified facility. We are governed by our health, safety and environmental policies that explain our commitment to the elimination of hazards and accidents and the ongoing protection of our environment. For your safety and the safety of those around you, please ensure you're aware of these site rules and follow them at all times. It is everyone's responsibility to maintain a safe working environment.
Economic success and production efficiency do not prevail over health, safety or environmental issues. Nothing is so important that justifies neglecting our HSE responsibilities.
At BASF, we take our health and safety seriously.
It is our #1 priority.
Nothing is more important than our record for safety
and our concerns for the environment.
So please help us to maintain our reputation for safety.
Look out for yourself and look out for others.
And enjoy your time here at Cinderford.